Look at that! Yeah, look at the light. I think we might get caught out here, you know. God, I thought I'd lost the tent then. Alright, it's kicking off. It's just crazy round here. This really does look like a bag of vomit. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Lake District. Lovely to have you here, as always. I think I've got the camping bug, you know. So, last week when I was packing my bivvy away and all that gear, you know, dried it all off, I was thinking, oh, I want to get back out again. There's a real urge to get back out, so here we are, back out. But this time with a tent. And this time with more rain. Now, let me spin you around. First of all, how beautiful is this? This was not forecast. So today was forecast to be kind of sunny, showery, and it was supposed to be pretty bad in South Lakes, much better North Lakes, even though we're kind of central northish here. Look at it. So we're getting soaked already, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. And we're heading up here towards Bessie Boot and round Rosset Fell, just that whole area really. We've got to try and find somewhere up there. Again, no real plan, no real reason to do this other than just to be out and, you know, spend time out in nature. That's all we're going to do, yeah, just going to pitch the tent, have some food, might have a couple of beers, maybe, and then got my camera, which is great. Hopefully we'll get some shots as well throughout the night and day, whatever. Yeah, so go and grab yourself a brew as normal, and we'll head off into into that dark brooding mass. Let's go. Hey, Hurdy. Hey, it's all starting to clear out. Look, that is Black Star, Honister Crag. And look, you can see a little bit of Derwent water down there now. You can see a little bit of light over on Brunfell, you know, Grange Fell. Skidder in the background. I think it's all starting to clear. I think we might end up having a beautiful view. But where we're going, look, it's clagging in, it's all coming down. Hey, we're getting sunlight, can you see it? And can you see that tree there? Wow, that's amazing. I think it's an ash. So it's pretty much round here that I took a picture of Borrowdale Bessie on the screen right now. It could have been one of these, I don't know. But it's taken right here. Okay, not far from the top now. I think what I'm going to do is pitch the tent, get everything ready, and then pop back down to here, or maybe a little bit further up, and fill my water bottles. I've only got a litre of water that I'm drinking here on the way up, and 2 bottles for up there cooking and stuff. Look at that. Oh, fantastic. So yes, I'll be filling up from there. Okay, there's Rosset Cam. Cute herdies. More cute herdies, and where we're going is just round the corner here, look. Bloody hell, look at that. Look at that. Glorious. This is Tarnet Leaves. Beautiful, and that pointy thing is Piker Stickle. Look it up there. Whoa, it's moody. That's looking towards Coombe Head and Glaramara. I love this erratic boulder here. So yeah, anywhere around here now really, I think. So I think what I'm going to do is head up to the top of Bessie Boot, and then we'll see if there's anything up there, and round to the side. It's just an insane view, isn't it? Absolutely insane. Right, this is it. This is the summit of Bessie Boot. Let's have a quick look around here first. Hell, look at that. That's wonderful. So you can see right out towards Grangefell there. Derwent's kind of out the way now, can't really see much of it. I can see a bit of Keswick. But the star of the show is that way. It's completely blown out now, unfortunately. It's difficult to film. Bivvy bag would fit perfectly there, wouldn't it? I mean, you're right in the walkway, but try not to topple it over this time. So, where to pitch? I mean, I could go anywhere really, couldn't I? There's so many lumps and bumps around here. Look at the light. Eagle Crag just lit up a little bit. Maybe there, perhaps. It looks like it could be damp. Well, it could be a bit there, look. Let's have a wander around, see if we can find something. You know it's going to take hours. You know it. Right, I think I found the spot for the night. Just here. Kind of behind this little jumble of rock here. Behind that thing as well. So the weather's coming in from that direction. You want to see what's coming in now. Big, black, scary clouds. So I want to get the tent up quickly. Get the shelter up. That looks like it could be the perfect spot. Look at that view. Fantastic. And then obviously out towards Helvellyn as well. We'll have a proper look around in a minute. Once I've got shelter up, we can relax a little bit and have a rummage around and stuff and see what we can see. Right, let's do it. So it's looking nice and bright over that way to the south. Lovely. Spinning round, it's looking a little bit eek. So I think I've got it up just in time. Let's get the stuff in the tent and then we can chill. Hey home. Looking a bit more like a one-man tent at the moment. I think I need to spread it out a little bit. The rain just came. That was perfect timing because it would have got absolutely soaked. You can hear it's that soaking rain as well. Oh, it's dead cosy, dead cosy. So I think this is just a shower. What I'll do is while it's doing that, we'll just unpack everything, get everything kind of cozied and ready to go, and then we'll get out there and we'll see if we can get any photographs. So it's let's have a look at the time. It's 7:30, so sunset is another 2 hours. God knows what's going to happen. It could just all kick off. We could have rainbows, we could have all sorts up here. Very excited. So yes, I'll see you in a minute when we're all unpacked and ready to go. Right, I just remembered we've actually got a little bit of a mission now. We've got to go and find some water. So I'm going to head back over that way. So Tarnat Leaves is just over there, and head towards Rottenstone Gill and see if we can get some flowing water. I've got my filter, you know, it'll be great. Bessie Boot is just on the other side of that, and that rain that hit is all moved off that way now. Look at it to the south. Wow, that's looking amazing. Right, I'm not going to dawdle because it is getting cold, so I'm going to bomb it down here in minimal gear. And then we'll get back, get rubbed up properly, and then we can relax, get some food on, and just keep an eye out on things. You know, it's looking a bit, I mean, it's nice. You can see a little patch of light there, but there's not a lot of light on the ground at the moment. It seems to have come down again, which is a shame. It's looking a bit scary, isn't it? Right, let's go and find some water. As we said, this was a little bit of a struggle, the pitch. A lot of rocks around, as you can see, obviously. And yeah, just trying to fit in that gap. It's a bigger tent than you think. It's a bit of a struggle. Right, let's get on. Black Star. See, it would have been nice to have camped over here, but that wind is a little bit cheeky. So I'm glad I'm out of it. I'm really wishing I'd got water at that point, you know, when we saw it. It would have saved all of this, but I don't want to carry 2 litres of water up the hill, but I'm going to have to do that anyway, aren't I? Uh-oh, next load of rain's coming in, look. I think we might get caught out here, you know. Flippin' heck. Okay, sorted. Let's get filled up. Sorted. 2 litres of brown sludge. Right, all sorted. 2 litres. Let's get back to the tent. Where is it? Oh, light's looking good again, look. It's just changing every few minutes. Okay, here's an interesting one for you. That hill you can see right in front in the distance with a bit of sun on it. That's where I was when I took the photograph that is on the screen right now. That was the one that I printed off as a acrylic, 5-foot acrylic for the last raffle. And I think it was Steve that won it. Congratulations to Steve. That's now available on the website, and what you're looking at there is actually this lot up here, and Glaramara, and then Great Gable, which is in the Crag. You can't see it, but yeah, so take on that hill there. Now, see, that would make a nice shot, wouldn't it, with Piker Stickle right there. God, I thought I'd lost the tent then. He's walking off in some other direction, but it's there, look. So as you can see, you know, it's all clearing out again. All that blue sky. Kind of hope it does. It'd be nice to get a starry night, wouldn't it? Here we go. Back at home again. Look at the light there. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, it's a bit of a boring view, but, you know, I was thinking actually that hill I was talking about before, that's high raise. That's not the hill I was taking the photograph from. It was from there. That's Ulscarf. I'm losing the plot. So yes, the sun's coming in now from up there, look. That little gap there, and just, oh wow, it's illuminating Blencathra over in the distance there. But look at the cloud on Skidder. That's kind of what it was like when we were up there. Do you remember? Do you remember that freezing rain we were in with my body? It was like that. And that light's gone now, and it's looking nice towards the Piker Blisco and Piker Stickle. But you can see more stuff coming in, and you can see some nice weather up there. So it's just it's a real mixed bag, isn't it? But I think what I'm going to do now is we're going to get a beer on, a proper one. So on that van camp, I talked about, you know, not having too many drinks, but it's at home really. I think, you know, out here with you guys doing this sort of thing, I think it's nice to have just a little a cheeky beer now and then. So I'm going to get my other coat on, rug up a little bit, hat, gloves, everything, because it is cold. You know, it's the 5th of June. It should be summer, but it feels like spring. It does, or autumn. It's not warm at all. So yes, I'll see you in a minute. That's better, honestly. Just getting rugged up, it feels so much better. Just getting a hat on, this coat on, so cosy. I've got a couple of beers here. I'm pretty sure Paramore, when they're designing this pocket, they didn't have beers in mind. But you know what I mean, it's a multifunctional pocket. I think what we're going to do is we're going to head back over to Bessie Boot and sit up there and see if we can see a bit of a sunset, because I think it's all kicking off on the other side there and we can't see it. So let's do it. Let's go and have a wander over and we'll have a beer and a chat. So it's not too far. Hopefully you won't hear the clanking of the cans. So I've not seen a single person the whole time, you know. So when I left Sea Toller, I saw some people there just milling about, you know, and a few cars, and that's it. Look at that. Oh, look at the hurdy there. That silhouette. Can you see it? Yeah, sorry, before I was rudely interrupted by that amazing silhouette of the hurdy. I was just saying, I've not seen anybody from Sea Toller. Not a soul. Nobody up here the whole time. Nothing. Not even from a distance. Just a whole bunch of hurdies. You see that one looking around the corner then? Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely coming out to places like this, because it is just a little bit more obscure than, you know, the usual places. Oh, look at that. Hey, hurdy. I think that might have been the same one, actually. Oh, maybe that one. Look at that. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's see if we can get a shot of that. Okay, I think I might have got a shot then. If I did, it's on the screen now. If I didn't, it's not. Yeah, it was nice with Honester Crag in the background. Oh, look at that. Can you see the cloud on the High Style Ridge? So High Crag and High Style itself. A little bit of red pike as well. Great Gable is still in the Clag look. Let's spin back round. Tarnet leaves. Pike and Stickle. We're kind of bored of that view now. It's all about this view now. So the sun is actually around about there. So it's going to keep on dropping down. It's going to drop down behind Dale Head, I think. Heck, that was a big stretch. Nobody here. Isn't it wonderful? So I'm just going to perch here for a bit and, you know, spend some time with you and talk to you and stuff. And have a beer as well. I'll tell you what, I could have done with my sit mat. It's a really comfortable seat actually. It's like a saddle. It's like I'm sat on a saddle. That's fine. Oh hey, look. The sun is shining. Let's have a look in the beer pouch. 1, 2. Yeah, so I think it's alright to have a beer here when I'm with you guys. I'm not on my own, you see. I'm not at home on my own. It's when I'm alone drinking, that's not good. So I've knocked that on the head. On that basis, Steve Wallace step 2. This is going to go right to my head, you know, don't you? Anyway, cheers. You can't get much better than this, can you? You really can't. That's looking gorgeous. Check out the light over there. Flipping heck. That's exactly what I was talking about, you know, with the sun dropping below the cloud there and illuminating everything else over here. You know, it's so nice to come out with the camera. So last time in the bivvy, and don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed that bivvy. It was proper soul juice, that actually. And like I said, when I was packing the gear away, once it all dried, I was thinking, oh, I want to get back out. I'm really desperate to come back up here again. I just love it. I love you know, everything about it. Even the uncomfortable stuff, you know, like the feeling wet and a bit cold and all the smells and all the sounds and ugh. So before I started filming, as I walked out of Seatoller, my nostrils were filled with the smell of coal fires. And that's a real autumnal and winter smell. So to have that on the 5th of June, as we're going into summer, is a bit weird. But it was nice. It was such a lovely smell. It just takes me back to childhood, I guess. Coal fires, wood fires, all that stuff. I don't know if you can see that, but there's some very interesting light coming down the valley there. So that valley is where Buttermere is and Crummock. So you've got the Hornister Pass coming up there, and you can see a little bit of the road there. But that peachy coloured light's lovely. I think it could be spectacular, you know. I think the sun could just drop down below that cloud and just... It could be amazing. Or it could be rubbish. Who knows? We've got some very nice light on Skidder now, just lighting up that cloud. Beautiful. Some really interesting clouds going on. Sweet. All right, it's kicking off. Sort of. We can see a little bit of sun just over Dale Head. It's going to drop right onto Dale Head. Brr, it's starting to get cold now. In fact, get my gloves out. You wouldn't think in the middle of summer, well, not quite in the middle, but hat and gloves, thermals on. It's crazy. Speak. Okay, by the looks of it, the sun is going to set on Dale Head. It's going to land on it, look. That's amazing. And the trig point is going to get backlit, I think. Maybe. Look at that. The sun is right behind the trig point. That's a complete fluke, by the way. I've not planned this at all. I don't do that kind of planning. It's far too organised for me. Right, I think it's gone. It's too cold. It's too cold to sit here. Absolutely flipping freezing. So, yeah, let's get going. Back to the tent. Yes, I'm rather pleased that I've pitched the tent over there out of the wind because it's a bit cheeky. I mean, obviously it'd be all right in the tent, but still. Brr. It's just crazy round here. It's like it's herdy heaven. Look at it. Look at them all there, these silhouettes. I'm thinking, what the hell's he doing here? Hope he's not going to snore all night. Soz, I am. Right, here we go. Back yam. It's quite nice, you know, knowing that they're around. They're not going to help me if I get, you know, moided or anything, but it's still quite nice to know they're here. As long as I don't start chomping around here and then bleating right by the tent, that would absolutely, I'd probably go right through the tent. Right, let's get in. Tell you what, I've not done the, I've not put my mat up yet. It all feels a little bit disorganised in here today for some reason. It's going to get a bit tight down here, sorry. Sorted. Right. Let's get some food. Hopefully you can see all right. Hang on a minute. Missed an important step. Cheers. What a great camp so far. Hope you're enjoying it. Let's see if I'll cock this meal up like I did last time. Just not put enough water in. That has to be the greatest sound in the world, doesn't it? When you're camping and the smell, everything about that just says cosy, food time. Oh, I need to get me food ready, don't I? God. So tonight we're having an old favourite, chicken korma with rice. Oh hell. Can you see it? Last time it was too dry. I think I'd rather have it too sloppy than dry because I've got braid to soak it all up. Although, I think I might have just cocked it up. I think I might have put too much in. You know, it's amazing the difference that these sleeping mats make to the warmth of your backside. Compared to, you know, if I didn't have this here, I've just sat on the floor with the ground sheet. I'd be having all the heat just drawn out of me and you get really cold, but it's so toasty. Isn't it lovely here? Can you actually see anything? I don't know. Can you see anything that way? Or can you just see a tent? Let's have a look behind the tent. You can see if there's anybody stood there. Is anything exciting happening there? No. I hope not. Yeah, this is a good spot so far. Like I said earlier, it was a bit tricky getting the pegs in and trying to squeeze the tent into this tiny little area. I thought it would be easier than it actually was. I thought it was a bigger area than it actually was. It's quite shallow, so obviously there's a lot of rock here, and I think it's shallow grass just sat on top of the rock. So it's a bit tricky getting the pegs in. But we did it. Yay. And there's not a breath of wind at the moment. It's so still. Kind of hope it stays like this tonight, but I don't know. It's not forecast to be crazy or anything tonight. It's supposed to be this, really. Just the same. Sunshine, showery in the morning. Right, let's check the food. It's getting dark pretty quickly. Where's my spoon? I had my spoon 2 seconds ago. Oh, no. Oh, it's here. Got it. It's fine. Panic over. Hey, okay, this really does look like a bag of vomit. It really does. Let's dig in. I'm sure it'll taste fine. In fact, I know it does. I've had it before. Oh yeah. It's just the little things in life, isn't it? Okie dokie, time lapse is set. Let's get in the tent because it is getting cold and damp. Come on, let's go. Okay, back inside, nice and cosy. This feels like a palace compared to last week, you know, with the bivvy bag. Thinking back to that now, it's like, wow, that was kind of crazy. I suppose it was minimal gear, so it wasn't too bad. And just everything was in dry bags. I can't even speak. Everything was in dry bags. So it was all fine, except for me. I wasn't in a dry bag at all. I was in a wet bag. Where should I put this? Put that that in there. I think what I might do is move all this stuff over to here and then sleep on this side, because there's a hoof in rocky, and I don't want to puncture me thingy, or even just put pressure on it and put a hole in my ground sheet. So yes, I'm gonna do a bit of a swap. On that basis, yeah, I'll see you in a minute. It's almost pitch black out there now. There's no point in wandering around. I can't see anything. I can't film anything with this camera. You'll see the time lapse, hopefully. You never know. So I'll see you in a minute in the sleeping bag, ready to sleep, and nice and cosy and warm, because I'm pretty cold now. Okay, as you can see, I've moved. I just can't believe how much room there is in here. It's just incredible. I've actually been looking at a one-man tent, for perhaps, long distance hiking stuff, if I'm going to stay over. I don't know, because this and the Voyager 2 are just a bit too heavy, and I probably don't need all of this room. It is nice. Believe me, it is nice to have all my gear here, my camera stuff, but I probably don't really need it all. Anyway, it is flipping cold out there. I mean, what time is it now? It's just come to 11 o'clock, actually. Wow. So, yeah, it must be like 5 degrees out there. It feels really cold and really damp as well. So it's nice to be in here. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I think, I hope you've enjoyed it so far. In the morning, we'll have coffee as normal. I was thinking of going up over Rostock Cam and then up to Coombe Head, just below Glaramar, and right down that other ridge, but why? There's no point. I've already changed my mind. I think we'll just head down the way we came and just get into Keswick for breakfast. That's the plan. So, on that note, I shall see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. Can you hear that? That's the rain. That's literally started in the last 5 minutes. It's 4:56, so the sun has risen, apparently. I looked out before and it is black out there, as in big, thick, dark clouds. So no sunrise this morning. And I think this might just be it for the rest of the day. I've got no idea. But yeah, slept like a baby last night. Really, really good night's sleep. Some pretty wacky dreams, so God knows what they put in that curry, no idea. But yeah, last night I think was probably the stillest night I've ever been in a tent. I've never ever experienced a night quite like it. I mean, even on really still nights, there's at least some flapping going on, even a tiniest bit of flapping from a tiny breeze, but last night nothing. Not a single flap at all night. So I woke up this morning to the sound of a couple of lambs bleating and a meadow pipit doing its little... My impression of it is rubbish. But you know what, I think because it's so early, I might have another half an hour kip and just see if this rain stops. If not, well, we'll get up in half an hour anyway and get a cup of coffee on, and then decide what to do, whether to march off in the rain or wait a bit longer. Anyway, I shall see you in a bit. Well, there's nothing else for it but to stay dry and cosy in my sleeping bag and get a cup of coffee on. There's no way I'm going out in that. Although, saying that, we're going to have to go out that in a minute, because I've just rechecked the forecast and this is it. It's heavy rain all the way through to midday. So we're going to get wet. It's going to be like last week again. That's fine, because this week we'll have coffee. Let's get one on. Ventage open. Had a flash of panic then. I thought I'd not brought a filter with me. Colombian. It's always tricky knowing how much to put in. Nothing worse than a weak coffee. I'd rather have like tar than, ditch water. It's getting worse out there, You go. Grim. Grim as far as the eye can see. It's just no let up at all. Perfect. Cheers. Hey, that's good. It's times like this that I wish I had like a, window or something. I could pull the door down, but then I get soaking wet. Morning. So I think what we'll do is drink this, and then, I'm just going to pack up, get everything squared away as much as possible, get all my waterproof gear on, and I think what will happen is I'll probably have to put the microphone away. There's not going to be a lot of talking on the way down. It's just going to be a lot of rain noise, but that's okay. We just you can just look at stuff, and then I'll see you at the van, sort of thing. Then we go get breakfast. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, I was just about to say the rain's eased off a little bit, which it has, but it's starting again. It's just started back up again. But I've just had a look out a minute ago and it looks like it's clearing up a little bit, so it might be alright. Just as I get my waterproofs on, I'm fully waterproofed up. I'm going to end up sweating like mad on the way down, but it's kind of a nice day out there. It does look nice. It's a high level cloud. It's all brightening up quite nicely. I think I can see little patches of blue through the clouds, but I'll show you that in a minute. I'm kind of telling you stuff and you can't see anything at the moment, but obviously you're going to see quite a lot in a minute as we head down. Well, hello world. That's looking rather nice, isn't it? So as you can see, it's sort of clear out that way-ish. But look at this, look at Eagle Crag with that bit of cloudage there. All this mist is beautiful. That's looking quite special. Wow. This whole scene actually, just looking right over towards Helvellyn, is looking amazing. Can you hear me? I've done it again, talking away from the camera. So I'm using the onboard mic now, so I need to be mindful of that. Right, I think what I'm going to do is pack away the camera, pack away the tent as quickly as possible, get everything ready to go, and then it can just, it can rain as much as it wants, I guess. All right, all squared away, as you can see, gone. Let's have a quick check around, make sure there's no rubbish anywhere, no left pegs. Literally like I've never even been here. Wonderful, you can kind of see where the heavy body was. Look at it out towards Keswick now, honestly. That's rain coming down there, and I've just whipped me waterproof pants off because I was overheating, and I think I'm going to overheat on the way down. Might have made a boob there, but that's okay, they're in the pack anyway, I can just whip them back on again. Look at it out towards Helvellyn. That's almost godlight. However, I've just seen the most incredible thing. A herdie on that rock there, piker stickle in the background. I think I also got a photograph of it as well, so if I have, I'll do something with it, I don't know what. Either on the screen or just stick it on my website. Right, I think it's time to go. It's always sad, I've said this before, it's always sad to leave camp, it's such a nice little place that, so still. I don't know whether that's because the wind has dropped last night or whether that specific area there was sheltered from the wind, I don't know. We'll find out in a minute when we get over here. But yeah. Here it is. Okay, tell you what, as we head down past Tarnett Leaves and pick up the path there, first of all I just want to say thanks for watching, thanks for supporting and everything. And if you're interested in supporting me further beyond just watching the videos, which obviously is a massive help, you can join the Black Clan. That's my Patreon group, and this community that's growing. It's got a life of its own now, it really has. The people meeting up outside of the clan, families meeting up and having family weekends away and stuff. People that have met in the clan. So if you want to be part of that community, just scan the QR code on the screen now, or go to blackcrag.com/ no, it's not that, I always get it wrong, patreon.com/theblackclan, or click the link in the description below, it's there as well. And what that does is it basically keeps me out here doing this as a full-time job. It pays the bills and everything. You also get a few perks out of it as well as the community. I think that's the biggest part of it, really, being part of that group. And we meet up a couple of times a year, and it's such a good laugh. So if you want to be part of it, head on over to that. Right, I don't know if this is the way I came up actually yesterday. We'll find a way down. It doesn't matter, does it? I mean, look at it. Flipping heck. Right, I'm going to shut up now for a bit. I wonder if I was the last person to close this, because I've not seen anybody yet. Oh wow. I don't know if you're getting this. Look at these guys. Whee. Hopefully you're getting all the midges and nasty stuff. That's nice, isn't it? I don't know if you can even see it. Back in the van. I really hope you enjoyed the camp last night, and that whole environment. It's such a beautiful place, so I kind of hope you got something from that and perhaps inspire you to get out and do some wild camping yourself. I've just checked my watch, and since leaving here yesterday and getting back to the van today, I've burnt 3,000 calories. That meal last night was 800 calories, which means I've got 2,200 calories spare. So on that basis, let's get to Keswick. Let's go and get some breakfast. Let's see if I can burn through 2,200 calories. I reckon I can. Let's go and find out.